brought to you by Toyota. Dear Winter, 20 all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive Toyotas are ready. Toyota, let's go places. Welcome to the city of brotherly love, where it has been a love-filled weekend. This guy, a part of the festivities yesterday over at the link. Birds wide out, Zach Pascal. That is how you ring a bell. And I think you wanted to hit it a few more times, which I understand. Once you get a nice rhythm on that, you want to keep going. All right, let's take a look at our SEPTA starters. Brought to you by SEPTA, the Philly way to go. First of all, for your Sixers, Joel was listed as questionable earlier, still dealing with some lingering left foot soreness, but is in the starting lineup tonight, along with PJ Tucker, Tobias Harris, Anthony Melton, and James Harden. And more of a full Magic squad as well than the one we saw right after Thanksgiving down in Florida. Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Harris, and the former Philadelphia 76er, Markelle Fultz. Come on inside Wells Fargo Center, everybody. Thanks for being with us for, again, the first of two in the next 3 days between Joel and the Sixers and the Orlando Magic. Let's take a look at our Kia What to Watch keys to tonight's game.
Limit these guys to just one shot each time down the floor. Make them have to be efficient and work together. You do that, you finish the exchange by rebounding and then defend with discipline. What I mean by that is they're going to drive the basketball, the Magic are. Don't bail them out with cheap reaches and grabs. Make them have to make tough plays by going through your defense.
Sixers win the tip. They're in the blues tonight. Magic in the whites. Saw this Magic squad the 25th and 27th of November with a home-and-home in Orlando. The step back from Harden falls through.
Sixers usually start games with that flex formation. Tobias with the baseline cut, and that frees James up on that little curl as he gets that little inside the foul line jump shot.
This guy, the former Sixer Markelle Fultz, was not available. Fultz looking for Carter Jr., who wasn't available either. Misses the mark. No Cole Anthony, no Terrence Ross in that one either, so the Magic were very short-handed as well. So it's good to see both squads more or less at full strength this time around.
Another guy that Magic have back is Jonathan Isaac as well, a guy who hasn't played for 2 years as Tobias responds. Isaac, a key part of their plans until they were derailed by injuries.
Wendell Carter Jr. for three. Off the line. Rebound to Harden.
He's a better shooter than you think, Carter, from threes, but it's still not a strength of his yet. Still working on it.
Kicked ball, not called. Bounces to D'Anthony, who gets it down to Joel. 3 white jerseys around him, and Banchero pokes it away. Here's Paolo. First game at the center. And Franz Wagner stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Sixers basketball. And we saw this on Saturday. Unfortunately, still struggling here today. They were working, and now they're not again. So similar to Saturday, the shot and game clocks in opposite corners as opposed to on top of the hoop. Here's missing the jump. Magic trying to get on the scoreboard. Not that trip down. Wagner, the offensive rebounds. Gary Harris for three. Anthony Melton might have at least gotten in his face, if not gotten a piece of that attempt.
Good job rebounding the ball, the Sixers thus far.
Won the rebounding battle in both wins down in Orlando in November. Embiid, Harden, and Tyrese Maxey, none of those three were available for those wins, says Joel. Draws the first foul of the contest.
Carter, albeit very strong, not very good laterally as we take a look at him trying to stay with Joel. There's the foul along the way as Joel gathers and elevates.
Got really good white specs from Wendell Carter Jr.
Very admirable. Kind of like Horace Grant's, or thinking of maybe a little James Worthy, maybe, but
no, definitely got some Horace Grant.
Yeah, some Horace. Horace was an Orlando Magic for a time as well.
That's right. Joel, of course, the star of Saturday's victory. 47 points, the season high, 18 rebounds, 5 assists, couple of blocks, and 3 steals, and splits the free throws. That was one of the few struggles the Sixers had on Saturday. Couldn't make a free throw at all in the first half. Somewhat settled down in the second, but again, they're one of the top 2 free throw shooting teams in the league as Joel gets his hand in there and steals the ball for the Sixers.
Shooting right around 82-83% as a team.
Harris with aggression, gets the offensive rebounds, kicks out.
Yeah, you were happy to see that the missed free throws did not play a part in the game Saturday afternoon. Sometimes it can.
They could have. James passes up the three. The floater rims off.
Sixers getting good looks.
Magic 0 for 4 so far. Caro. Too strong. Melton the rebounds.
Still working on his on-the-move jump shot. A better Banchero, we're speaking of, standstill jump shooter.
First pick in last year's draft was Paolo. Joel Embiid. Count it. And the foul. Pick it up where he left off on Saturday, Oliver.
Well, despite going to Duke, Carter proving to be a slow learner, picking up the foul there along the way of the same variety as the last kind. Don't mean to beat up on my fellow Dookie, but come on, big fella.
I could tell that was hard for you.
I was, but it is what it is.
Wendell picking up his second foul. Joel completing the three-point play. And 2 for 3 from the stripe to start things out. Again, much better than the other day. 67%, as you mentioned. Luckily, it didn't play a role in deciding that game between the Nuggets and the Sixers. But could have easily.
That's a terrible way to lose a game, too. That's the thing.
Fultz finally gets the Magic on the scoreboard.
He has had a re-emergence, a rebirth, if you will, in Orlando. Healthier, that helps.
Harden wanted the N1 opportunity. It just bounces out. He'll shoot 2. There's Markelle. Of course, the top overall pick of the Sixers back in 2017. Played his first 2 seasons before being traded in February of 2019. And that trade, of course, netting the Sixers the first-round pick that they used on Tyrese Maxey. As we take a look at our Wingstop Bringing the Flavor featuring none other than the guy at the free throw line, James Harden. How good he has been so far this month.
Well, and look at the assists. There's only one other time while he was in Houston doing his exploits there where he was hovering around 11 assists a game. So to see him now kind of reconfigure himself into the pass-first guy who's still very much capable of getting you offense. Now he is sharing the basketball, and the Sixers are the better for it.
He's got 4 early. Joel with 4. Tobias with a 2. Markelle the only points for the visitors. Obviously a very young Magic squad. Carter Jr. for 3. Air ball.
And we talked about how it's a work in progress still, right? He's better at it than you think, but he's still not a complete three-point shooter.
Pick and roll. Banchero got a hand in there. He is a better defender than you see a lot of rookies. Joel thought it was going to